Welcome back to Bottas Career Mode on F126. Today we're back for episode number 12 at Spa. So we don't really have anything for aero, not anything for chassis, but we do have powertrain upgrades. We do have a discount on this one, a minor upgrade for the ERS, so we'll do that. Oh, that's, that is quite the discount. Okay, 39 points. Might as well throw that on too. Our first durability upgrade we've done. We're gonna throw a new engine in for Spa as well. Our last components weren't that worn out, but obviously there's a lot of straight line speed here, so new engine should help. Okay, well, nothing else we can do, so into the race weekend we go. Spa is probably my favorite track on the calendar, so I'm hoping we can get a good result here. Keep the point streak alive. But I am a little worried about the battery. Last time out in Silverstone, it was really tough to manage the battery, and there's a lot of straights here. So I think we might run into the same problem. I'm really hoping not. Yeah, the tires are... Okay, the tires are... the tires are not looking good already. I mean, the car setup feels pretty good. I don't know, we'll see what we can do. I think we should have decent pace. Okay, into Q1, I ran a qualifying, like, simulation lap in practice, and it seemed like we were pretty quick. We'll see if that's true. Okay, up to the line with a 146.3. That puts us P5 for right now. We'll get knocked down a little bit, but that's not too bad. Okay, so P15 at the moment. We're about 5/10 off our teammate. And I definitely think we can make up that time. So we should be good here. Wait a minute. It's raining. I didn't even notice that on the forecast. Okay, that's that's not good. We're already 2/10 down from our previous time. And it's just getting worse. Yeah. This lap is over. Well, I definitely should have tried to get out earlier. I did not see that it was gonna rain. But luckily, we are still P15. No one else is gonna improve, I don't think. So that should put us on to Q2. Yeah, there we go. we barely made it. Luckily, our first lap was good enough. Oh, okay. We got a fault with the cooling system. That's good. Okay, it is still raining, but everyone else is using the softs, so we'll try that. So that cooling system fault made us lose a couple minutes, which means the track got even wetter. So I don't think we're gonna be quick here. This is gonna be tough. There's not gonna be a lot of grip. And around the final corner, that was a bit of a shaky lap. We'll set a 152.9, and that puts us P14. Definitely not making it through. Yeah, that delay at the start definitely bit us in the ass a little bit. But that's Perez and us out in Q2. Well, I guess we're on for a two-stop. We'll do softs and then 2 stints on the mediums, but I am a little worried about tire wear here. I think the softs are going to get absolutely destroyed pretty quickly. Hopefully the mediums can hang on for a bit longer. We'll see. I think the pace will be strong around here. I'm just worried about the tires and the battery, because that's the problem with these new regulations with the battery stuff. It's a whole different way of managing it, so every track kind of feels like it's brand new. All right, here we are, parked up at P15, a little further down the order than I would hope to be around Spa, but here we are, the 5 red lights are coming on, and we are racing for 22 laps around Spa. We're gonna look down the inside, down into turn 1. It's gonna be really tight, really close to contact with Stroll. We can definitely get past the Aston Martin down into Eau Rouge. There's a couple cars fighting ahead, so we'll dump the battery at the top of the hill, and that should give us the overspeed on all these guys in front. That's past the Williams. We're gaining on Hadjar. We'll get past the Racing Bull and the Mercedes as well. And that'll be into the top 5. What a start. These guys ahead are still pretty bunched up, so if they start fighting, there might actually be a chance to get onto the podium pretty soon. We're going to use some battery through Sector 3 here, try to reel in Piastri. This should be nice and easy to get past him. We've got Sainz ahead. It's going to be a bit awkward to get past the Williams. We've got Verstappen on the inside. We're 3 wide through the bus stop chicane, but that's up to P2. But these guys are going to be coming right back into turn 1. Don't want to use any battery to fight that into the first corner. We have to save it for the straight. We might see Piastri get past as well down the hill. That's back down to P5. We can get Piastri back pretty easily down the straights. That's back up to 4th. I don't want to waste too much time fighting here. We might actually see, a move from Piastri on the inside. Not much we can do about that. We'll have to get him back on a straight. You know, he's on the mediums. Is he doing a one-stop?
Their tyres are just 1 lap old. We think they've got 1 more stop.
Okay, yeah, Piastri is on the one-stop, which is a bit concerning. I don't know how many other people are doing a one-stop. Well, we can get our place back on Piastri once again. Boost mode helping us out there. But these guys in front are starting to run away. Here's another move from Piastri. We're just constantly back and forth with the McLaren. We are really close through here, though. Can try a move down the inside on the McLaren, wheel to wheel through there. Really close, but that's back up to 4th place. Oh, we got Russell joining the fight now. We're gonna probably just have to let him go into the chicane. There's a lot of lifting now. Battery's looking pretty low. We're gonna do another big lift into turn 1. Really wide through there. That's going to be Piastri up the inside. Huge mistake into the first corner. Hamilton's gaining fast down the hill. We're going side by side through Eau Rouge, jumping the battery at the top of the hill. We'll get back past the Ferrari. We can get our place back on Piastri as well. And back up to P5. Yeah, the fronts are already feeling the tire wear. We're only on lap 4. But I think the pit window opens next lap. That will be a welcome change. Yeah, we've got a lot of pressure right now. There's Piastri looking for a move into the chicane. There's Hadjar as well. Gonna try to get past the Red Bull. Gonna save the battery once again. Down into turn 1. There goes Hadjar. There goes Hamilton too. Into the first corner. Trying to get the place back on Hamilton, but again, these guys are going to dump the battery down into Eau Rouge. We're going to lose another place to Albon. Luckily, we do have the boost, so we should be able to get a couple of these places back. Dumping the battery down the Kemmel Straight. That's past Albon. Gaining on the Red Bull in front, but they're going to be too far ahead. That's down to P8. Well, we are definitely coming in for a new set of mediums. These tires really just dropped off a cliff over the last couple laps. That was bad. Lost a lot of places there. Okay, here are the mustache mechanics for the first time this race. On to the mediums. Good stop from the team. And out of the pit lane we go. Plenty of clear air. Gonna try to put in some fast times. I'm definitely worried about the fact that we have another stop. Piastri was on the one stop. If everyone else is on a one stop, we're screwed. Somehow we've already caught up to these guys in front. We gained like 4 seconds last lap. They must have been fighting. Here we go. We can make our move on the straight. That's Bortoletto on the inside. Gonna take to the grass. Side by side with the Audi, but we have way more grip on these mediums, up to P18. We can grab some more places here. That's going to be an easy move past Hulkenberg. We'll be faster than Colapinto as well. Get a couple more right there. I don't know if it's the wisest decision to use the battery at this part of the track, but we'll use it to get past Behrman up to P12. So almost into the points, but we still have another stop to do. So I don't really know how this is going to work out, but we've got a lot of people in the pit lane.
Sergio is in for his
That
stop.
should bring us pretty high up. Yeah, P6. Okay, so we're almost back to where we started. Yeah, these guys have been fighting for a couple laps now. They're holding each other up, which is good for us if we can get the boost mode and just kind of get dragged along. There we go. Our pit window is open on lap 14. And we do have the boost mode, so we're going to try to just use up all the battery on this lap.
Stopping this lap.
Try to set a fast time. We are gaining very quickly on Antonelli. I think he's out of battery down the straight. So that's back up to 4th place. Tires a bit sketchy there. Okay, into the pit lane we go. That was a pretty good stint on the mediums. Got ourselves back up to 4th place. Sainz is in as well. So I think he's also on the 2-stop. Here are the mustache mechanics for the final time this race. On to a fresh set of mediums. There goes Sainz in the pit lane. And we'll be coming out in P15. There goes Lawson down the hill. We can dump the battery here and get past the Racing Bull pretty easily. Gaining through Eau Rouge. And this will be an easy move past Liam Lawson up to P14. But we've got a lot more work to do. Oh, that's Sainz catching up to Lando and Behrman as well. There's some fighting up ahead. Okay, this is going to be a bit scary. We're going to have to be a little careful here. It's a lot of fighting at the end of the straight. Try to get around the outside of Lando. We can probably make it stick down into the next corner. Just way more grip on these tires. And that is up to P11. Lando is sticking pretty close through here. I think we're going to just have to let him by. I've been using the battery on this section of the track all race long, but I think it's better to save it. Yeah, I think that's the move. We've got a full charge on the battery heading down into Eau Rouge. So we'll have plenty of power to get past the McLaren side by side again through Eau Rouge. Back up into the points. Sainz is gaining on the Racing Bull. So he might be a little bit slow. Maybe a chance for another place. Yeah, this should be nice and easy to get past Lindblad. Through Eau Rouge we go. Dumping the battery at the top of the hill. And we are going to speed past the Racing Bull. Crazy amount of power. Up to P9. So it's really just Sainz ahead. Everyone else is too far up the road to try to get this race. Maybe we can reel in the Williams. But he's also on brand new tires. Well, on to lap 20. We've got a healthy gap to the cars behind. And there's not really much to worry about for the rest of this race. I think we're pretty much cruising to the finish at this point. I'm honestly really surprised that we're back into the points after the 2-stop. I thought we'd be screwed. But I guess maybe we have enough upgrades to start considering the 1-stops from now on. I don't know. All right, well, around the final corner and on to the final lap. We've definitely lost touch with Sainz up ahead, but we're still looking good here. Another points finish. Oh, wait, I didn't even realize that. Antonelli's gaining a lot on the last lap. He's under a second behind. Only 7/10. to the Mercedes. Oh my god, he is gaining, he's gaining a lot of time. He's only 2/10 back now. You're gonna have to use all the battery down the straight to try and stay ahead of the Mercedes and keep 9th place. We're out of battery now. Into the final chicane we go. And I think that is just barely enough to keep 9th place. Really close at the end there. But that's P9 at Spa. Yet another points finish.
Thanks, guys. Good job.
In the Cadillac.
Bit of a disaster.
Bit of a more boring race. We'll take it. 9th place. Okay, well, we keep the point streak alive. Perez finished down in P14, so he lost a couple places. As for the standings, we're still 8th place, a couple points ahead of Hadjar. And constructors were still locked in at 5th. We did lose that race to Hadjar, but we are beating him in the rivalry. We need one more point to close that out. So that should be coming pretty soon. So that's our 10th points finish in a row this season. That is crazy. A lot of 9th place and 10th place finishes, but it's points. I'll take it. All right. Well, not the most exciting race at Spa, unfortunately. But we've got Hungary up next, and I gotta say that might be where the point streak ends because historically the AI are really strong around Hungary, and that's also coincidentally a very weak track for me as well. So I'm not looking forward to that one. Might be a bit of a disaster, but hopefully we can pull something together. I'll see you guys for that one.